Alright, so I'm gonna try and make this video as hasty as my opponent's death. This was a very aggressive game where we were both trying to storm our pawns through the enemy camp and break open the kingside. They wanted to push their HG pawns, and I wanted to push my A and B pawns. However, my opponent miscalculated, and I managed to push my pawns with tempos. So the A4 pawn, when pushed, attacked the bishop, which forced them to retreat. When I pushed the B pawn, it attacked the knight, so they were forced to defend. And my pawn successfully got through into the enemy camp, and I was able to make a very, very fast checkmate. However, if my opponent was able to push their pawns in a way that got my pieces to be forced back, and I wasn't able to push my pawns in a way that forced their pieces back, then I would be the one who was under heavy fire. I would be the one who perished. Um, so when you're in attacks like these, and in positions where you can push your pawns, make sure that you can push them in a way that forces their pieces back. There's nothing worse than pushing your pawns when they're not really doing anything, like my opponent. Um, this H this H5 pawn, this H5 pawn move was not exactly all that aggressive. It was threatening to open up my kingside, sure, but in the short term, it wasn't actually attacking anything. I mean, I wasn't forced to take any. I wasn't actually forced to take it. I wasn't forced to even respond because my attack was far more aggressive. So, yeah, in conclusion, make sure you can push your pawns with tempos.